How's it going, guys? So we are back. The quarterfinal bracket has been drawn. We now have our matchups for the quarterfinal rounds, and so we're going to go ahead and break down each one of the four matchups and see what's going on. Just talk about them a little bit and see what we think going forward. Now we have in the first quarterfinal on Thursday, we have Flash Wolves against Orihen. We have on Friday SKT versus AHQ. Saturday, we have Fanatic versus Edward Gaming. And then Sunday, we have KT Rolster against Ku Tigers. So we're going to go ahead and hit it at the very top with Flash Wolves against Orihen. I think this is a close matchup, but I think Orihen is going to go ahead and take it. Flash Wolves tends to have a little bit of strange thinking or inconsistent thinking in their pick ban phase, which tends to hurt them a little bit. And they, like Orihen, have seemed to like to play that slow style. And so I think with the inconsistent pick and ban and with the sort of similar play styles that in my mind, Orihen plays a little bit better and makes better decision making, or has a little bit better decision making. I just think Orihen's going to go ahead and take it in a series over a set number of games ahead of Flash Wolves. I think the consistency there is going to go ahead and help them beat Flash Wolves. Although I think Flash Wolves has a very high chance. This is one of the matchups here that I can see go either way. But there's actually only one matchup in this entire pool that I think is going to go is pretty one-sided. But we'll go ahead and get into that in a bit. But I think Flash Wolves does have a good chance of beating Orihen. I think it's going to be close. Although I think, again, I think they're going to mess up a little bit in their pick bans and maybe drop a couple of games that way. And so I see Orihen coming out 3-1 here relatively easily. Next, we have SKT against AHQ. I think AHQ is going to win, flat out. I think they have better lanes. I think they have better synergy. I think they have better decision-making. They're definitely the strongest team in this tournament. I don't see them losing at all. They're my pick to win. They were my pick to win before this. They're my pick to win still after watching the group stages. I just don't see them losing. So yeah, SKT coming out ahead of AHQ. AHQ, again, a strong team. I think Ziv's one of the top laners in this tournament. I think Marin's playing out of his mind right now. Westor, I don't see beating Faker. And yeah, I just don't see anything going right for AHQ. But yeah, SKT coming out ahead in that one. I see that with a quick 3-0. I don't see them taking a game. Next, we have an interesting one. We have Fnatic against EDG. I see Fnatic being extremely aggressive, but I also see EDG as a team that can take that aggression and flip it on its head and go ahead and turn that game around, or turn those matches around, and win relatively easily against EDG. Now, the thing with EDG is, like we talked about in previous videos, I'm not sure what state they're in right now. They're in a group with SKT, so of course they're going to get dominated, and then they won their matches against H2K and Bangkok Titans, which again, in my opinion, are the two weakest teams in the tournament. So they're sort of in a middle ground where I don't know where they're at, based on the matches that I've seen. I've seen some strong play. I've seen some good synergies, but that's easy to do against weaker teams and hard to do against like god teams like SKT. And so I'm not entirely sure where they sit. In my heart and from what I've seen, I think Edward Gaming is still going to win this matchup, but I think this is an extremely close series, and it all comes down to whether or not Fnatic can make those risky plays and make them pay off without EDG countering and getting pulling even. I think if Fnatic can get a lead and can secure a lead, I think they can go ahead and snowball it and do very, very well. And so I think Edward Gaming is going to take it 3-2 here. Okay. And finally, we have KT Rolster against the Ku Tigers. This one, again, is a really tough matchup to call. Ku Tigers, I think, are the better team and have been the better team all season, although KT is coming in hot, and I think they have the best top laner in the tournament. And I think they outplayed Ku Tigers in the group stage. But overall, I think the Ku Tigers are still the better team and have the better late game shot calling to go ahead and pull ahead of KT Rolster. Again, I have this in the side of Ku Tigers with, again, a 3-2 victory. Alright guys, so that's my thoughts and my opinions on the quarterfinal matchups for Worlds 2015. And so we'll go ahead, come back with a video to break down those matches. probably individual ones for each matchup that we'll do each day, and then we'll come in with a semifinal preview as well. So guys, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the matches coming up this week.